couple years ago, we were doing an estimate for somebody and the customer was sharing a story that they had hired a contractor and the guy never did the work. They tried to track him down to get their money back. When they looked the address up and finally found his address, it was a UPS store, nobody was there. That's why it's important to make sure that you're hiring a real company with a real office staff in a place like this. Hi, I'm David, President of Pacific Exteriors. So why is it important to have a contract? Well, it's kind of the North Star of the project. It tells us a handful of different things. Number one, what the services are, so exactly what we're doing, what's included with that, what the accessories are, how much of it we're doing, and where we're doing it, and most importantly, how much all of that costs, usually down to the penny. So what should you be looking for in a contract? The company name, their license number, their address. It's important to know you're hiring a real company, hopefully working out of a real office. The scope of work. So for instance, shouldn't just say roofing or siding with a price. It should have a full description of all of the accessories and all the components of the job. Ideally, we want to call out exactly what we're doing out there and the exact products being used. It's always important to make sure you hire a company that is licensed, bonded, and insured, and they should be listing those credentials in their contract. License, if you're not licensed in certain states, you can't do the work there. It's actually illegal. Insurance, well, I mean, insurance protects you. It's like car insurance. If there's an accident, well, you need insurance. So you want to make sure your contractor is insured. Some states require a bond also, so that's usually listed in the contract paperwork. It's also important that job site services are covered in the contract. So things like maybe a portable bathroom, because if that's not in there, that you might have to pay extra for that, or you might be expected to have all of these construction workers coming into your home using your bathroom. Another job site service is debris removal. Is that included? For instance, we had a customer once that they had some work done and the contractor just left a pile of debris and said, oh boy, you want that removed, that's gonna cost more. So usually that would either be a dump trailer or a dumpster. So here are some red flags to look out for in a bad contract. So one, vague language, or not a lot of it. Construction, it's a big project. There's a lot of details that go into it. They should be listed out. Also, a price that's too good to be true. If it seems too low, it probably is, and that's probably indicating that they're leaving something out. And then accessories. So a lot of times when we're comparing estimates, the customer is under the impression that things are included because they talked to the contractor about them. For instance, gutters. And they said, well, I talked to the guy about it. He said he was going to do it. He was going to include it. But when we're actually looking at what's in the contract, what's detailed and what's priced out, sometimes we don't see some of those accessory costs in competing contractor estimates. And so that's why it's important that you're comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges, because sometimes the price will look different, but it's because the scope of work is significantly different. And even though you talk to the other contractor about it, it may not be included. The other thing we see is quantity-based contracts versus fixed price contracts. And so why can that be a problem? Well, if they put a number in there and say they're only doing a certain amount of lineal feet, that gives the contractor the option, if they come out and do the work and they find out, wow, the estimator mismeasured and instead of 1,000 square feet, you have 1,500 square feet, legally they can charge you more money to complete the rest of the work. So that's why we always write fixed price contracts. So we use language, for instance, we will do the entire wall, the entire roof, the entire house. And in that case, if the estimator mismeasured, then we're still agreeing to do the whole house. So that's why you should hire a company like Pacific Exteriors. More than just a company you can trust, we have clear written contracts with a clear scope of work that protects you and your home. Go to our website to schedule a free estimate, and we're so confident in our price, we almost never have to use it, but we have a price match guarantee. If you get an apples to apples bid, we'll either meet it or beat it. Thank you for watching this video.